Hello. Oh my gosh. So I just have to share with you guys, I was on Instagram and I was on like a fucking roll, man. I was on a roll and then my phone died and I was just like, because a lot of times what I like doing is, if I'm on Instagram, I can like get that recording and then I share it on here, but no. So here I am back again. Here I am back again. And this is, okay, so this is what I wanted to jam with you guys all about. I wanted to talk to you guys about Mars because this is my freshest group program, Mars Moxie 2.0, yo, 2.0. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys about Mars. And there's a lot of different things actually, but we're going to save that for Mars Moxie. All right, what I wanted to share today, right here, right now, is something that is really important to clarify, right? Because a lot of people, right, for those of you guys that are familiar with the law of attraction, with momentum, right? We're told, we're taught, like, just, it's about tuning your thoughts, right? Like tuning your thoughts. And by tuning your thoughts, what happens is then we are tuning our vibration. And then as we get on a momentum, right, we're able to get movement, we're able to get traction in our ability to manifest what it is that we desire in our life, right? And that's all about ease, right? It's a lot of times, the law of attraction, and I love Abraham Hicks. I love it so much. But where a lot of people get tripped up with the law of attraction with that is they don't understand how to do it, which means it's all about a decision. The ability for you to focus comes from Mars. If you do not have Mars power, you don't have the ability to focus. And if you don't have the ability to focus, then the law of attraction is not going to work for you at all because you can't even fucking do step one. So this is why, and this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about with Mars. Mars gets a really, really bad rap. A lot of people do, and it's a culturally systemic programmed thing to push down anger, right? Anger gets a really bad rap, but a lot of people, what they don't understand is that if you're in a place of depression, if you're in a place of feeling hopeless, if you're in a place of feeling super, super defeated, you have to go through anger to get to empowerment. You can't go, you can. It takes a lot of heart. It can be done. It's possible. I've done it, but it's much easier and a lot more people, to make that jump, to make that leap. What happens is you must go through anger in order to get to empowerment, to get to enthusiasm. Okay. So if you've been taught that anger is bad, or if you have people in your life where you're witnessing their anger, whether, that's your children, your family members, your friends, your significant others, and you get scared or you try to push it down or like, don't get angry or, what you're actually doing is you're not helping anybody. You're not serving anybody. So, but this is what Mars is all about. It's about, the fire element, which is Mars, belongs to the fire element. So in Stardisco, which is astro magic and fitness for sexy witches, the magician wields the elements of nature, okay? Fire, water, earth, and air. Okay, so we just recently completed, for those of you guys who were in Fae, the art of writing your own fairy tale, we were working with the air element, okay? We worked with the Mercury retrograde cycle, so this was working with the air, which is the element of thought, okay? Mercury is the bridge, okay? But Mars is what builds the bridge, okay? You have to have a bridge, right? But once you have a bridge, right, then that's the process of going back and forth over the bridge. It's that connection, right? But Mars is what builds bridges and also what destroys bridges, okay? So, and this is the element of fire, All right. So in Mars Moxie, what we're doing is we're working with wielding the element of fire. The element of fire is all about self-belief. It's about vitality. It's about passion. It's about purpose. It's about standing up for your principles. It's about focus. It's about discipline. Okay. And the thing with, with Mars, right? And why I think it gets a bad rap, why, anger gets a bad rap is because power requires discipline. There's just, otherwise it's not safe. So imagine a vehicle. Imagine a really super high powered vehicle. If you don't have good brakes on that car, that is a hazard. That is a hazard to yourself. It is a hazard to society. And so with power comes a lot of responsibility. And so these are the things that we are going to be delving deeply into this intensive. So Mars Moxie, this is the very first time that I've done anything like this. When you get on, say hello so that I can say hello back to you, is we're doing an intensive. Okay, it's 3 weeks long. Normally, my group coaching containers, those of you guys who have been in it, I usually do them for a month or longer. This one is going to be 3 weeks. So this is an intensive. If you want to cut, you want to lose weight quickly, you want to get abs in a very short period of time, I am going to be showing you how I do this and how I have done this and how I lead other people through this in a group coaching container to get results very, very quickly. And these are ways that you can do this over and over again. And so this is beyond fitness. This is something that I want to make very clear to everybody who's tuning in. Stardisco, Astro Magic, and Fitness is beyond fitness. This isn't about working out. This isn't about just getting healthy. This is about holistically seeing how your body and how your relationship to your body, your relationship to your health influences every single area of your life, and how you can do this thing in and out, meaning that by working with certain areas of your body, you can actually change different areas of your life, and vice versa. Through changing different areas of your life, you can also change your body. I'm going to show you how to do this. And so Mars Moxie, we begin July 13th. It's 11/11. The price is going up before July 13th. So if you want to get in now for 11/11, reach out to me, send me a DM, and I will provide you with the link. There is a payment plan. So if you desire and you want a payment plan, you can also have access to that. But the price is going up between now and July 13th. So that's my little Momo. So vitality, passion, purpose. If you want to heal your relationship to men, Mars is men. Mars Moxie. If you desire to heal your relationship to men, heal your relationship to the masculine, Mars Moxie. If you want to heal your relationship to, what's up, Aubrey? Aubrey's in the house. What's up, Aligned Goddess? Hello, beautiful. Oh my God. So I had to get on here because I was on Instagram doing a live and it was just so fucking fire, so flame, and my phone died. And so so anyhow, I got back on here again. So I'm here, I'm talking about Mars Moxie. I'm also updating and letting everybody else know, what's up, gorgeous, about update for what's happening in the Stardisco Galaxy, because there's been some shifts that have been happening. So I wanted to let everybody know. Recently we had somebody who was in Fae, The Art of Writing Your Own Fairy Tale. She won a full ride scholarship into Lift the Veil, which I had that start date at July 18th. However, Lift the Veil, which is the moon child of Stardisco, and I've run this course several times under several different names. I did it under Blush, I did it under The Galaxy is Your Runway, I've done it under Lift the Veil, and now it's Lift the Veil, but it is the moon child. I had set that date. I'm so fucking stoked. Girl, like, you don't even get it. It's like, so everything freaking came through for Mars Moxie. It was just like, whoosh. And I was just like, OMG, like, oh my God. So I'm over here just like writing everything down, getting it all in, because we start July 13th. And so this is going to be an intensive. It's only going to be for 3 weeks. But what happened is I had also scheduled Lift the Veil for July 18th. Not happening. And the reason why is because So for Lift the Veil, like I said, I've done this program several times. It is the gateway drug. The moon is the gateway drug to astrology, right? But everything, it was just like all brand new content that has been coming through because I've grown so much since I did, since we did Blush together. I mean, how long ago was that, Aubrey? That was just like forever ago. Yeah. So I've grown so much. There's so much that I've been through. There's so much evolution that not only have I learned, in my relationships, there's a bunch of Sufi magic that's coming through and I mean, I can't even, oh my God, like you won't even believe like the stuff that was happening when I was just like, oh my God, we're doing Lift the Veil and we're doing all brand new content. But what's been happening is it's like, I need more time. I'm requiring more time and I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to rush it. It's going to come through just like when you're giving birth. You don't rush the birthing process. You allow everything to come through you and as you're staying in alignment. So hence that's what's happened is we're not going to be starting July 18th. It's going to be pushed back to August. As of now, that's the date that I've been given is in August. So for any of you guys who have reached out to me, for those of you who already have committed to Lift the Veil, Maria, if you're watching, the winner who won the scholarship for Lift the Veil, know that it's happening. It's on, but we're not going to be starting until August. So you have a little bit more time for those of you. And another thing that's been coming through is I'm extending it. I am making it longer. This is not going to be a 40-day program, which is typically the alembic, meaning the containers. Okay, I'm going to get to your comments in just a minute, Aubrey. Just let me finish on this riff. Normally they're 40 days, but this one was just like, no, like this is going to be longer. It's going to be giving more time to people so that they can really, because it's the foundation. The moon is the foundation of, if you don't get the moon, it's like, I mean, not to say that there isn't so much magic and potential and things that you can do with the other planets. It's the blank canvas. It really does allow you to sink into the foundation and the blank canvas. And it's like you don't rush a foundation. You really want to get the foundation right. And so for those of you, who haven't worked with me, and are curious, the moon is all about it's the intimate relationships. It's first and foremost, it's about relationships in general. It's about love. It's about incubating. It's how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your emotions. It's emotional health, mental well-being, the relationship that you have to your body and memory, your ability to manifest. It's also the moon is the relationship that you have with family, how you take care not only of yourself, how you take care of your children, how you take care of others, and how you allow yourself to receive, how you allow yourself to surrender to life. So it's going to be really, really beautiful. It's luxurious, self-care, sparkling, just mermaid, all the water. So if we're going into, remember we spoke about, I love you, Aubrey, the magician wields the 4 elements of nature, water, earth, fire, and air. The moon is the water element, right? Water has to do with connection and also romance. So sexuality and relationships. So that's going to be coming. I'm super, super stoked about that. We're pushing it off until August. If you have questions about that, as of right now, the price is $1,800. There are payment plans for that, and the price is going to be going up before August because we're extending it. Like what I'm getting right now is it's going to be, I don't even want to say because it's not crystal clear, but it's going to be a longer commitment. It's going to be a longer container. It's going to be longer than 40 days. So, and the price is going to be going up before then. You're going to have group peer chat, okay, which is a value in and of itself. Having that group chat where you get access to me to answer any questions that you have, create community, get access to other amazing goddesses and amazing women within that container. There is a VIP option if you want to work with me one-on-one. Pre-recorded content, live coaching, emotional clearing, emotional freedom, not EFT, but my own way of doing emotional freedom. It's all going to be in there. It's going to be epic. It's amazing. So that's in August. Mars Moxie, as of right now, is 11/11. The price is going up before July 13th. So if you want to get in for 11/11, reach out to me, send me a message. There is a payment plan. But yeah, the price is going up before the 13th. So, okay, let me get to these comments here. I know, your birthday is coming up. Your birthday, I'm so stoked. Girl, oh my God, I'm just like, it's Mars in Leo. I mean, do you guys understand how fucking epic Mars in Leo is? And this is only in the last decan of Mars. It's magical dignity. It is about tapping into the invincible heart, meaning where you're in that place, you're in that position where you've been working at something for a really long time. And you're like, I don't have the energy. You don't know how to tap into that ability of invincibility, of the spirit. It is the power of the human spirit. That is what the last decan of Mars, the last decan of Leo is all about. It's tapping into the invincible heart. And the way that you do that, the way that the human spirit shows up, is because it has to be something that's so meaningful to you. Something as, truth or beauty or justice, And it's like when you tune into very deeply of what your purpose is and what you're passionate about and what gives your life meaning, what is worth living and dying for, that's how you tap into this erotic rush, right? And it's like you get life from nowhere. That's what the essence of fire is, right? It's like turning the light switch on. There's no halfway with fire. You're either on or you're off. There's no faking it. So, okay, all right, tell me. I have to tell you this crazy story. Hold on. Let me get into the comments on here because I'm so pumped for all of this. I'm killing it. Love to see you in this state, the happiness, excitement, and channeling all the information. Girl, and it's not just this. This is all happening now in my life. I'm just like, oh my God, where's all this coming from? The vibes are just flooding in my life. And I'm super, super stoked because it's just, I've never done cutting like this in a group. Meaning if you want to get abs, super, super fast, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get abs super fucking fast. Ways that I've done this with myself, and ways that I've done this for other people, and something that you can use over and over again in a healthy way. We're going to be doing hair magic, maintenance, that's the name of the module. We're doing high definition frequencies. Girl, it's so I'm so fucking excited. I cannot wait. So we start July 13th, and then it's only going to be for 3 weeks. It's a 3-week thing. And there's also going to be a special offer that everybody who's inside of Mars Moxie. Okay, so here's the deal. And then I'm going to get to your comments. So my first round of Mars Moxie I did back in November of 2020, I believe, when Mars was in Aries, right? And so now, okay, and so I'm going to be doing another round of Mars Moxie in November, and that's going to be Mars in Scorpio. Yo, I don't even know, when we get to that point, it's just going to be yo, it's on. So, but this is the midway point, all right? So we're going to be looking at, okay, where have you been? Okay, looking at where are you coming from, okay? What's this 2-year journey, right? And now where are you at? As far as your legacy, this is about tapping into your fucking legacy. What do you want to leave behind? What is the condition that you want to leave as your legacy? Whether that's for your children, whether that's for the world, whether that's for your name of just this is who I was. This is what I did. This is what I came here for, And then where are you going, right? And that's going to be Mars and Scorpio. So there's going to be a special offer only available to people inside of this round of Mars Moxie, where they're going to get access to entrance within Mars Moxie already paid for within the next round for in Scorpio. So it's just going to be so stoked. What is for Mars Moxie? What do you mean what's for Mars Moxie? Yes, the moon is my symbol for so many reasons. Being a Cancer, I know, I'm so stoked for your birthday, girl. It's so good. The moon is card 18. I know. I have to tell you a crazy story about yesterday. I'm going to send me a DM. You're going to be like, wow, yes, I want to know all of the things. So, let's see if I get to, what is for Mars Moxie? What do you mean? So yes, this is all for Mars Moxie, and then Lift the Veil, like I said, that's not going to be happening until August because, like I said, like I live and I listen to divine guidance, and it doesn't have to make sense. You know, I know, Maria, you won like the full ride scholarship into Lift the Veil, and so it's going to be happening. However, you're going to have to wait because it's getting pushed off because I'm not going to force it. You don't force labor. You don't force giving birth to a baby. Everything comes out in divine time, and it's going to be happening. However, and like I shared with you, the moon, okay, so let's go back to Lift the Veil for just a little bit. So the moon changes sign every 2.5 days, right? It is wild. That is what the essence of the feminine is. The feminine is wild and unpredictable and erotic, and it's changing. It's always fluctuating. It's always changing, right? So hence, as I anchored into Moonchild, that's what happened, was it changed. And yes, there's structure. Of course there's structure. There's already tons of pre-recorded content that is gold that because we have to be reminded these things, right? Because the subconscious learns and implements through repetition, through habit and repetition. So with a lot of these programs, with a lot of anytime we're starting something, it's like you can watch a video, you can do a training, but you have to rewatch it so that it sinks into and you actually integrate the material. So there's a lot of already pre-recorded content that is gold that you will be getting access to, but you're going to be picking up things that you didn't pick up the first round. Or you didn't pick up the second round, or you're going to relate to it in a different way. You're going to be able to expand upon it. You're going to be able to expand your range, your ability to tap into it quicker at will, instead of having to go through this process. And this was one of the things that I shared about with my relationship as it pertains to triggers, right? Like you get to, if you're having triggers in your life with your relationships, in your one-on-one relationships, it gets to be like where you can have a trigger and within a couple of seconds be an erotic turn on, where you drop like right into fucking intimacy. Instead of it having to be like this process where it's like, oh, I got to process through this trigger. You know, I got to go through this whole like up and down emotional roller coaster before I break through the other side and actually get the gold of what that trigger was, right? You get to do it really, really quick. That's one of the things that came through in Lift the Veil is I'm going to be showing you guys how to go from experiencing a trigger to drop deeper right into emotional intimacy in a much quicker period of time. So hence, like I was saying, Lift the Veil has morphed and changed. So that's why I am pushing this off or I'm extending the start date until August so that it's ready, right? So that it's ready and I'm ready. I am in a position of integrity within myself, integrity with my values, so that I can hold this container to my standards. I was just getting a little confused between which you are discussing, that's all. Oh, between the two. Well, Mars Moxie is like, just to boil it all down and make it very simple, Mars is about focus. And so this is what I was sharing. I don't know if you caught the beginning of this. Definitely go back and watch the beginning of this. I spoke about how, why the law of attraction doesn't work for some people, okay? A lot of people, like, they love the law of attraction, but they're like, it doesn't work for me. I don't know how to get it working, because the law of attraction is about, right, like you're tuning your frequency by tuning your thoughts, right? So if you start getting on a certain momentum based upon the thoughts that you're thinking, that's how you manifest, right? But if you cannot focus, if you don't have the ability to focus and change your mind and change your thoughts, the law of attraction is not even going to work for you. And the way that, and that's what Mars is. Mars is all about focus. It's about discipline. And this is where, you know, some people, they don't get it. They're just like, oh, like, you know, I don't, you know, not everything is easy, right? Like, you know, it's like, you know, we can't always choose what's easy in life. Like, life isn't always about what's easy. And it's like, it gets to be easy when you decide, when you engage your willpower. And that's what Mars is about. Mars is about the ability to tap into, this is what I'm choosing. This is who I'm choosing to be, and this is how I'm choosing to back myself up, because this is power. This is personal power. And it's difficult to your ego, because the ego wants things to stay in status quo. It wants you to stay in your comfort zone. It's concerned a lot with safety and security, but it's effortless to your soul. It's effortless to the part of you that always desires to expand, right? And so that's where people get tripped up, is they're just like, it's not working for me, you know, everything is hard. And that's because they're not engaging their will. And the reason why people have a difficult time engaging their will is because anger has a really bad rap. Mars has a really bad rap in our society. We have been programmed and conditioned to when we see somebody getting angry, or we're seeing somebody getting like intense or experiencing, you know, some sort of volatility, we want to push them down. We want to say, oh, you can't be angry, or you're a bad person because you're mad, or you're da 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 da. And what we don't understand is that, you know, in order to get to empowerment, in order to get to enthusiasm, but you're coming from depression, or you're coming from feeling like you're exhausted, you have to get angry first before you move into any of those other phases. And if we push that down within ourselves, or if we push that down within our children, you know, this comes up with parenting a lot, where it's like you have to break that child's will. And that's like one of the worst things that you could possibly do, is to break a child's will so that it's convenient for you, so that you don't have to witness or deal with your child's emotional temper tantrum. Because what you're doing is you're breaking their will, and then they never learn how to access their true will, and how to harness it, and how to surrender their will to the greatest will, because they got their will broken, right? And it's like they think it's something that's bad, and then they suppress it. And then what happens is, when anger has been suppressed for a really long time, is it creates all sorts of cancer. Is actually one of the problems, one of the diseases that we now have in our culture, because anger has been suppressed within the collective. So if you want to heal your relationship to men, if you want to heal your relationship to anger, to violence, to self-cruelty, to, so Mars is vitality, it's sex, it's appetite, it's your drive, it's your ability to focus and discipline, boundaries. If you've got issues with boundaries, you've got Mars issues. Point blank. If you've got issues with your boundaries being crossed, or you crossing other people's boundaries, you've got Mars issues. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you got to work on your Mars stuff. And actually, I'm going to be doing a masterclass very, very soon that is all about looking at your birth chart. It's called it's caring for your birth chart. It's like self-care for your birth chart, where you actually go into your birth chart and look at, okay, what planets are really, really strong in my chart? Because here's what happens, is a lot of times when we have planets that are really, really strong in our chart, we lean on them. It's like we always use them because we're good at it. We take them for granted and we lean on it. But then there's other planets in our chart that maybe are difficult for us, that, you know, are more challenging. And then we tend to shy away from them because they're challenging, right? And so, but true self-care is being able to look at our chart in a holistic way and saying, wow, this is where I've been blessed. okay? And instead of just taking them for granted and just leaning on them, is actually taking them to their fullest potential and being like, wow, I've got a really awesome Mars, I've got a really awesome Saturn, or a really awesome Venus, and like really cultivating that talent, but, and at the same time, looking at where you have some weaknesses or where you have stagnation and learning how to free up the stagnation in that area of your chart, nourish it, tonify it. And so I'm going to be doing a masterclass all on that. Actually, in fact, if you guys want in on this masterclass, reach out to me. It's $55. It's a no fucking brainer price. That's early bird. As soon as I have the date, it's probably going to be within the next 3 weeks that I'm going to be doing it. Reach out to me. You can get it now. Snag early bird price for $55. It's going to be self-care for your birth chart. So imagine you're like the parent, you're the mother of your own birth chart. And through looking at your birth chart, you're able to look at where are your strengths, where are your weaknesses, and bringing harmony and balance to that. So reach out to me if you want to snag that. Okay, so let's get back to, so that's Mars. I know I'm all over the place because I'm just so fucking stoked. It's like, wow! Okay, and so then lift the veil is the moon, okay? So moon is water. So if Mars Moxie is fire, lift the veil is moon. This is mermaid magic. This is working with your emotions. This is emotional freedom. This is healing your relationship. So not just so Mars is healing your relationship to men, healing your relationship to the masculine, to, to sex, okay? Vitality. Moon is about healing your relationship to yourself, meaning to your inner child. This is inner child work. This is healing your relationship to your mother, your relationship to money and security, your relationship to your body, to your intimate self, to your menstrual cycle. We're going to be going into herbology, astroherbology. We're going to be covering all. This is why the program, I'm like, girl, it's got to be longer because we're going to be doing the lunar mansions, which is a lot. It's so, but once you start working with the lunar mansions, there's like this whole other world opens up. There's 27 different lunar mansions. So you're able to get a lot more specific. And it's really, this is older magic. The lunar mansions is, taps into like Egyptian magic, which is very image based. It's a more primal lineage of astro magic. So we're going to be doing the lunar mansions. We're going to be doing a lot more with food, with diet, with the menstrual cycle, blood magic. We're going to be doing blood magic with Mars, but with the moon, it's your menstrual cycle, your fertility, like the moon, right? Which is, it's all about the ebbs and the flows. Okay? Yay! Oh, I'm so stoked. Yeah, this is going to be amazing for you. Lunar mansions, things I've tried to pick your brain about. Yeah, so if that's what you're wanting, then definitely that's Lift the Veil. We're going to be starting in August. Right now, it's $1,800. There is a payment plan, but the price is going to be going up between now and August because I'm extending it, right? It's going to be longer. Okay, you were just in Fae, The Art of Writing Your Own Fairy Tales. That was over 40 days. My intention with that was it was 40 days. We went longer than 40 days, and there was still so much that I can and want to and will cover with Mercury. So we're going to be doing that in Nymphet when Mercury retrogrades in Libra. So just imagine, like, everything that we covered with that. That's why I'm like, I want to extend this because I want to give people plenty of time to integrate. I want them to find a pace that works really, really well. And I don't want to be rushing. And so it's going to be longer than 40 days. Like, for some reason, I'm hearing 3 months. It's going to be more of like a mastermind, right? This is a mastermind level container. So it's intimate. You're getting intimate support with me, that group chat, content drops, live group coaching calls, um, you know, transmissions and activations as I see fit, impromptu, which is just how I roll because, you know, if I'm feeling it, I'm going to share with you guys. So, hence why the price is going to be going up to more of a mastermind level container. So, you know, if you already know that that's what you want, get in now while the price is at $1,800, and there is a payment plan. So, we're going to be starting in August. Really sounds like I need to do both. If you want to do both, Aubrey, I will bundle it for you. I will bundle it for you. Yeah, I will bundle it for you. So just reach out to me and we can discuss that. The moon is my symbol. Mars is gonna, I think, okay, so because I know you and I know your chart, I mean, everything that I, you know, do, I mean, the whole thing, right, is the more that you have access, that's what the magician does, is it's having access to every single planet so that you know what to use and when. But Mars is going to be amazing because it's going to be an intensive. Plus, Mars is really important in your chart. You know that. You know that Mars is really important in your chart. So, by the way, for any of you guys that are watching, anytime you have a planet in your 12th house, that planet is really, really important. The 12th house is all about fame. It's about your highest level service to the world and to your highest self. So if you've got a planet in the 12th house, that means it's one of those planets that you might have a difficult time accessing and actually seeing it within yourself. And because you don't really see it and recognize within yourself, it's unconscious. But the world around you, that's what they want from you. Because it's your gift. It's like what you do. It's your talent. It's like what you do without even trying. Hence, it's unconscious. But there's work that you have to do to wield it appropriately. There's a lot of deconditioning that has to happen around it because it's in the 12th house. It's unconscious, but it is one of the highest services that you can do for your highest self is your planets that are in the 12th house. Reach out to me, Aubrey. Reach out to me, babe. You know I got you. You know I got you. We figure it out. I'm also doing, like, you know, for those of you that want to apprentice with me, reach out to me. I am looking for apprentices right now because there's so much content that I have and I am requiring support as it pertains to organizing my content, editing my content. If this is something that you're really good at and you're wanting to learn about astro magic, I am happy to discuss with you an apprentice relationship because I am requiring support in that way. So just reach out to me if that's something that you want to do. Awesome. Great. Yeah, because I require that right now. It's like I'm getting to the point, like I was doing this with my tarot spreads where I was just like, I'm a big believer of knowing how to do everything that that is required in your business, right? Like I feel that because I want to know, right? So that, like, God forbid there's a situation, right? And somebody isn't able to be there or show up. It's like, I don't want to be unconscious or in the dark about what's going on, right? Like, I want to know that I can do it. But at the same time, like, it's not my job to be doing everything, right? And so because of that, like, I want to empower and provide positions for other people that do that job better than I do. Meaning I don't like doing certain things in my job, right? Like, you know, that kind of stuff. And this is one of the things that I have learned and have really, that has become so amazing in my life is working with the Mercury in Virgo talisman. Because organization, you know, like I always have so many ideas. There's so much going on. There's like, I've got stuff coming out of my ears, right? And so it was just like being organized and getting everything like that was just like, oh my God, just like another, it's just not my strong suit. It really isn't. Like my strong suit is spontaneity, to being able to shift and change and go here and go there, you know, and to have a regimen. Like, I mean, I'm very devoted and very disciplined, and I have that, like, that's for sure. But as far as like organization, to me, it's like I love freedom, right? And so for me, what that is the essence of Mercury and Virgo, is having that structure and that stability that the earth element, Virgo, right? But it's mutable earth. So it's being able to be flexible and adaptable in your daily structures, in your daily routines, that I really, really learned a lot from. And it really eliminated a lot of shame, that I had about starting things and not finishing them, because I realized that not everything, just because I'm starting something, doesn't mean I have to finish it. That means I could delegate that to somebody else, to have somebody else complete that, to have somebody else take that out into the world, to have somebody else morph it and shift it and do what they will with it. Not everything is meant for me, right? Like, and so there was like some shame, right, that I had to clear up around being disorganized, to not completing everything, not changing my mind. Like that was the thing, like with friendships, right? Is they would be like, let's go do this thing. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm in. But then like halfway through the thing, I'm like, I'm not feeling it anymore, right? And it's like, I'm not going to lie, right? Like everything to me is about being authentic. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, which means I either have to shift it or I have to let it go and surrender it. So I learned a lot about that through working with my Mercury and Virgo talisman. And then again, I was also given, Mercury's it's about the people, it's support, right? It's the people in our life that help support us, right? So the people that you work with, right? So having a team, right? We're not meant to be doing everything by ourselves. We're meant to have people in our life and that's prosperity, right? When we have people in our life that can support us, and then we support them in building their businesses and building their empires and building their legacy. So that was a really beautiful gift that just, I mean, I could keep going on about my Mercury and Virgo talismans. They're just fucking epic and amazing. So, so I literally, let me see what she said here. Wait a minute. I'm going to message you. Let me go over here because like on the phone it's not working so great. I literally did a card pull for myself last night, and guess, Queen of Wands! We're doing Queen of Wands in Mars Moxie. So we're doing tarot, by the way. We're going into the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah, and the tarot, all of that, but as it relates to Mars. It's, like, I'm so stoked. Like, you just don't, like, it's so fucking fire. And little Momo, like my youngest, by the way, her South Node's in Aries. So she's just like she's been talking to me about like all of this Mars stuff. She's like, Mommy, we're going to make you a wand and I'm going to show you. And I'm like, what do you know about like girl, like wands, like wand making? Like she's just like, and she doesn't, like I haven't told her about any of this, but she's just like all of this stuff, like for them. I'm like, you cannot fucking make this shit up, yo. You cannot make it up. Yes. Okay, so we're doing the tarot, we're doing the Tree of Life, and what was the other thing? The Kabbalah, but as it pertains to Mars. So it's on. So, and Queen of Wands is one of the cards that we're going to be doing. Yeah. What? Tanya's in the house. What's up, Tanya? Yo. Girl, how are you doing, Miss Aqua, with all of this, like, because of all of the stuff happening in Leo, in your 7th house. Woo, I love it. Tell me what's going on in your world, girl. I missed you. speaking my language. I'm learning in a starter. I'm learning in a starter innovator. I'm not here to complete tasks. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That was just like, it was such a thing, especially in my personal relationship, you know, with my man, and then also in my friendships, because, you know, it'd be like, so this is like one of the things that I learned to start like voicing and just being very comfortable with. As of right now, this feels really good. But like knowing, like, look, as long as, because for me, it's freedom. Freedom is like one of the highest values that I have. So if I am feeling like I have to contort myself or to say no when I want to say yes, or say yes when I want to say no, first of all, I'm not being authentic. I'm not being honest. And I'm not free. So like what, like I'm not doing anybody a service, right? And so people have just like learned, like after being with me and me voicing that of how important it is for me. And also I want to be able to give that to other people. Like you guys know, a lot of you guys that are following me, you know my story about my experience with my father in prison and how I am here to shift people out of their mental prisons. Like that is my purpose. One of my purposes is showing people the prisons that they're in, that they don't even realize that they're in, because it's a mental thing. It's a memory thing. So if I'm not living that and I'm not embodying that, right? Like that to me is going against like something so sacred to me. So being able to tell people like, I'm feeling really good about that, but let me get back to you. Let me give you my final answer, right? Like, let me, like, you know, just really giving giving myself that space, right, is so important for me to be authentic. And then by me being authentic, right, I also give that gift to other people. I give other people that. We get to give other people permission to just be free and light and easy, right? I don't need anything from you. You don't need anything from me. We get to give because we want to give, and that's it. Today I'm good. I was in the void for a while. Yeah, with the dark moon, right? Like, I'm coming back from it. I'm a whole new Tanya. I love this. Amazing. Leo is my 8th house, and my Pluto is squaring Pluto. Midlife crisis. Where is your, do you have Pluto in, oh, it must be in Libra then, right? Yeah, Simone is amazing. So, well, thank you so much for tuning in. So do you guys have any questions? Because as of right now, I think I covered everything. Ooh, at like the last degree of Libra. Wow. Very cool. That's like that anoretic degree. Moon in Gemini and then Moon in Cancer have been good to me. Things imploded and came to a head on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday were amazing. Amazing. Yeah. So that was the update. Just letting you guys know. Mars Moxie, we begin July 13th. It is the day of Mars and Venus coming together, okay? Mars and Venus in the sign of Leo are renewing their vows in the sign of passion, in the sign of sex, vitality, creativity, visibility, you know, and again, remember that last degree of, or excuse me, the last decan of Leo is about the invincible heart, meaning it's tapping into the power of the human spirit. You know, things that you've been wanting for a really long time, where you're feeling that, you know, you have to dig into something deeper. You have to really find, like, what is it that is your purpose and your passion? Like, what gives your life meaning, and really tapping into that so that you tap into the fire, right? You tap into that fire that is what takes you beyond the finish line. This is about like running through the finish line. So, you know, and so Mars and Venus, they're doing it, I think, at like 18 or 19 degrees. I think it's 19 degrees of Leo, so it's not quite in that last decan. However, that's going to be part of what we're covering in Mars Moxie. We begin July 13th. It is 11:11 as of right now. The price is going up before July 13th. I do have payment plans, and this is a 3-week intensive. We are intensive. This is going to be fast. This is fast paced. If you don't like fast paced, this isn't for you. We're going to be doing it fun. It's going to be fucking sexy. Oh, by the way, y'all know, every single one of you guys, you're in my containers, you know the vibe is sexy. Like, that's a fucking given. But nobody does fucking sexy like Mars in Leo. Come on, we're taking this up to the next level, y'all. So that's Mars Moxie. Lift the veil. The art of soulmating, the moon child of Stardisco, is being pushed until August. That is going to be longer. As of right now, the price is $1,800. There's also a payment plan, and the price is going to be going up, and it's going to be a longer container. Okay, this is the moon, so this is the water element, and we're not rushing anything with this. This is going to be taking our time. It's going to be luxurious, delicious. It's all of the yummy water things. It's going to be epic, and it's brand new content like I shared with you guys before. So, and it's going to be more of a mastermind level access to me. So reach out to me if you have questions. Aubrey, I will be discussing with you apprenticeship opportunities. So if you want to do both of those, I will bundle those for you. And then also the other thing is the masterclass that I am doing on the art of self-care for your birth chart. Okay, this is going to be really beautiful, and this is just a masterclass. It's single masterclass. We're going to be looking at all of the planets in your chart and accessing where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and how to tap into those talents and actually take those talents all the way, so that you're not just taking them for granted, so that you're not just leaning back on them and just being, and like, it's kind of like every talent in your soul that you are not taking to the fullest potential becomes a source of aching pain in your life, because you're not taking it to its full potential. And so many times, because things come easy to us, right? It's like we just kind of like, we take it for granted, and we're just like, I'm just good at that, and I don't really invest in this aspect of my life because it's good enough, right? Because I'm better than everybody else at it. Not that we're trying to compare ourselves, but meaning where it's just like, it's like you can get away with like not devoting yourself to it because without even trying, you're good, right? That is a disservice to ourselves. So we're going to be looking at, well, where are those areas, and what do you need to do? What can you do? How the going about actually taking that to your fullest potential, and then looking at, well, where are your weaknesses, and how can we clear up any stagnation that are in those areas of your life, in that relationship to those planets, tonifying it, looking at where the excesses are. Maybe there's a place where there's you have a lot of a certain kind of energy, but it's not circulating, so it's creating excess, what we call in Chinese medicine an excess of something. So we're going to be looking at this through the Chinese medicine lens, but also astro magic lens. So this is the self-care for your birth chart. It's $55. That's an early bird price. Reach out to me if you want to snag that. So do you guys have any questions about any of that? Because if not, I'm going to tune out, and I'm going to get back to some other things I got going on here. Thank you. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Have the most amazing new moon. Blessings. I'm loving this energy. It feels so good and beautiful and delicious. Okay, so we got like a whole bundle to put together for you. The masterclass, Lift the Veil, and Mars Moxie. Girl, it is done. Yo! Oh, I'm so stoked. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. And Chammy's already like helping me put together like the workout plans for a 3-week intensive, because I told him, I was just like, we're doing a 3-week. I want, and so it's like, we're going to be doing abs. We're going to be doing like all of the sexy, right? Because it's Mars and Leo. So it's about looking good, like really changing your body in a intense short period of time. So abs, ass, hair, it's grooming, right? Like, oh my God, like I'm not even going to say anything more. I'm not saying anything more because I don't want to give it away. There's so much. So I got to get back to, right now I'm working on organizing everything, all of the content, the pre-recorded stuff, and all of the new things that have come through. And I'm going to be doing prizes, but I don't know what they're going to be. You know, I'm sure that's going to drop in between now and the 13th. We're going to be doing a prize giveaway as well. So for those of you that want in Mars Moxie and you like doing the prizes, you know the drill. You do everything. You follow all the steps. You will get epic fucking prizes. So we'll see what's going to come through on that. Ripped as fuck, your Gemini body. I love it. Good old Chinese medicine. It goes with my crazy story from yesterday. Okay, so definitely reach out to me and message me. If you guys want the links for pay in full, for payment plans, just reach out to me. Mwah! I love you. Bye.